Why learn to draw? Knowing how impossibly complicated our visual world is, knowing that all of this stuff around us is going to be, that bird's really loud. Here we are. We've reached drawing challenge number 1. And in this one, you're just going to use your imagination. There's no direct observation in this one. And what I mean by direct observation is looking at something that's really there. There are essentially 3 different forms of drawing that you can do. You can do direct observation, which means I put an object out in front of me and I directly observe it and try to render something on a piece of paper. We're going to do that in these challenges. The next one is purely out of your imagination. You have an active imagination, trust me, I know. That's completely okay in my drawing challenges. You can use your imagination, you can use direct observation, and then you can use the one that so many people think is a complete no-no, and I have no problem with it at all, and that is drawing from another reference. I get a little frustrated with these purists in the art world who are just like, don't ever use a photograph. No, go ahead. If that means the difference between you drawing one day and you not drawing, I would rather have you drawing. I would rather have you see a photograph and think, that's the inspiration for my work today. Do it. Draw from the photograph. Purists, comments, go ahead. Beat me up. We'll talk. Draw from a photograph if that's what's going to inspire you that day. So here's challenge number 1. Here we go. So for your first exercise, this one is the beginning. We start with a very straightforward rectangle. I do not want you to pull out a ruler and draw the rectangle. Just do it by eye. Look at the edge of your paper and try to get the line relatively the same distance from beginning to end from the edge of your paper. Same thing here. About the same distance. What's the distance? Don't worry about it. It's a little bit. That's the distance. And you can make it as thick as you want. Just don't use a ruler. Just do it all by hand. And into this drawn rectangle, you're going to draw a very lazy S-curve. So here we go. I'm going to start right here. Lazy S-curve. Got it? Now, you can take your pencil, I'd like you to, and just go back and make it kind of thick and dark. Okay? Produce this and leave it. And then we're going to do another one right next to it, because we're going to get back to this. Same thing. Rectangle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now, this next lazy S-curve, you might not be able to see it on camera, because I'm going to draw it really light, and I want you to draw it really light too. Now, I've got a B camera here. Hello, B camera. I'm going to see if you can see it at all on this one. You're probably not going to be able to see it on my main camera, but this is going to be a very, very light S-curve, and the reason for that will be made clear as you do the challenge. So it's like a whisper. You can barely even. What is that? Is there a line there? Yeah, I'm gonna look to see if you can see it. Not really. Trust me, there's a line here that's a lazy S-curve, and the reason why I drew it so very, very light is this. For this one, your first lazy S-curve, you're going to make the sharpest between the light side We're actually going to write light here. Light. And the dark side, you know what that reference is? No, not today. So this is going to be the light side, this is going to be the dark side, and you're going to try to make this division between the two of them as sharp as possible. So any of your little side scribbles that you did, like I did, this one poked out a little bit, you can either go back and darken them with your pencil, or you can use your eraser, like this one, and you can go back and make it as sharp as you can possibly make it. Okay? That's getting there. That's pretty good. Oh, I have a little brush. Let me use my little brush. There it is. That's so I don't get my fingers too dirty. A little difficult to avoid. All right. So then I'm gonna include this line that I've made in the mass that I'm now going to create of dark on this side of the image. And it doesn't have to be as dark as my line, but what I want to do is eliminate any evidence of the line. Okay? And just so that we understand, drawings are made up of lines. When those lines start to merge, that creates tone. So you're just going to eat up that line with your tone that you produce on the right-hand side of this image. And you're going to complete this part. This is your challenge number 1. The second one, you're just going to make this side dark and you're going to leave that side light, and you're going to make that line as sharp as you can make it. The second one, I will now tell you why I made that so light. The reason is I want this one not to be the sharpest line you can make, but the softest line you can make. It still has to be a dividing line between dark and light, but how light can you make it? How soft can you make the division between light and dark? So this one's going to take you a while, and I'm not actually going to finish this one in this video. You're going to have to watch the next video to see the solution to both of these, really. So I've given you a head start. Thanks for watching this video. Hope I can convince you to watch the next one. And if you're in one of my college classes, you have no choice! Good luck with your drawings, good luck with your challenge, and I'll see you in the next video. So you can ask the question, why would you want to learn to draw? Why would anyone, knowing the mass amount of visual information that the world holds, why would you think that using a pencil and a piece of paper was the right way to record it? And the answer is quite simple. Because you're human. And human beings should want to become better human beings. Human beings learn to play musical instruments. That's seemingly impossible. You look at a piano and you say, how can I make piano music out of that box with the things on it? How do you pick up a guitar and start using those strings to make... How do you do that? How do you go to a place you've never been to before and learn how to speak the language that those people speak? Well, those are things that make you a better human being. Learning a musical instrument, learning a foreign language, learning how to draw. Because they're all about communication. They're all about expressing the difficult to express. And that's what makes us human. So should you learn to draw? Well, are you human?